Oh, I thought we'd go for another one. Why not? I'm just waiting for my meal to cook. I'll just turn it down. I can hear it bubbling away there. Okay, penny just dropped. More or less. Yeah. After selling the house in after selling the house in Sydney, I made a very conscious shift, a decision to move from the noun to the verb. The noun is where we focus on what we own, things. Like look at the things you send me, pictures of houses and that sort of thing. They're not about what you do, although some of them are sort of what you do with animations, but you'll notice what I often talk about is, usually talk about is, oh, we could go camping, we could go to the beach. What else could we do? We could build a house, we could do this, we could grow a garden, we could do a verb, action, doing something. What's happening throughout the whole world, and it seems even in Romania, is everybody's focused on this, we've got to have this mansion, we've got to be rich, we've got to be posh. And maybe that's where the English have got it and get us down, because they sort of exude posh even if they're poor. They know how to be posh. And so I have no interest at all. I gave up, as I said, all those years ago. I tried the ownership thing. I tried owning them. And I thought, yeah, okay. Because you can look at all these animations, see different houses and that sort of, and get all these pictures of sort of house you'd like to live in, which is what I used to do. And they're just pictures, mental pictures. And you think, yeah, but the animators really know how to whet your appetite. And yeah, you want this, you want that, you want something else. And then I found when I got this really nice home, it's now worth millions. I wanted a better one, just like that. And I looked at it and I thought, oh my God, Bob, you're greedy. Awful. So got out of that very early in the piece. Sold it way too early. So, but yep. But that's what I think is happening. Everybody's focused on, like I was saying on the future before. You're thinking of the future. You're actually double spaced because you're thinking of the future and about things you could own. So you're not thinking, you don't seem to be coming across, oh, we could do this, do that, do something else. I'd like to do this, I'd like to do. What would you really like to do? See, you'll notice that at no stage have I said really what sort of house I'd like to own, other than I would like something small, like this actually. Just pretty much like, and I actually had been thinking this way for a long time. I look at big houses and think, what do I want that for? Yeah, I actually didn't even like the last one we're living in. I can't say I like this one either, but the point, and I'll get some photos for you later of the sort of things I like. But yeah, it's something, it's I like, we have lunch and then we go and do something, and that just could be having we could even go up the river and have a barbecue lunch. And I cook a couple of chops on a barbecue. It's lovely. I did that once with the family. Once. It was actually a good time. I actually decided not to argue for a change, and it was quite pleasant, Um, yeah, but that's what the thing. As after my last video to you, I thought, yeah, posh. They want to be posh. They've got these dreams of living in this posh surround. They want to be. And if in Sydney, I remember I couldn't stand it. People just all they spoke about was how much their house was worth, what they paid for it, how their suburb was rating next to the next suburb, the next house they want to buy, or the second house they want to buy, and how good that is. And let me show you this other house. And it's just, and how much is that worth? Oh, blah blah blah. 45,000 million trillion dollars. And you look at it and you think, so you're a house owner. Wow, you've made it. And really, it's even catching you up there. I mean, you could have a perfect opportunity. You could actually say, Bob, let's go. I want to come to Australia. I want to do all these things with you. But you won't. You'll miss that because you'll be focused on getting a house out of your animation, which I can't blame you. But that's the difference. I'm a verb person, a doing action word. And most people are nouns. What can I earn? What do I buy? Where are my assets? That's why you're seeing asset prices going up, 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 up. They just want to be rich, have these really expensive assets. I just want to do things, and I just like creating. So in a sense, I don't want to live in a hovel. I don't even want to live here. But it's better than where I was living. Actually, it is better. As much as I miss the family, I miss what could have been. I don't miss what was, but I miss what could have been. But they didn't want it. But I think that sort of explains it. I think that's what's going wrong. Everybody wants the house, the car, a holiday house. I couldn't think of anything else, and really all you're doing is sitting in a room. Yeah, it might be a pretty room. You wouldn't have a bird there, would you? No way. No, he'd be out in the street, dead probably. Cat get him. Because you had to have the floors clean. Couldn't have the bird there. Poo all over the place. Or maybe you get to go in the kitchen, in the laundry out the back. And like, why don't you just throw him out and feed him to the cat? Because you wouldn't see him. Not that he's that friendly anyway. Yeah, but that's, you sort of look at it like, I had a very nice home. You've seen it. It's lovely sitting on the veranda, looking out over the twinkle twinkle lights of Sydney, and I'm getting pissed to that, so it's really nice. Having a few cigarettes, like 20. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're sitting in a room. So you're sitting in this room, you're sitting in that room, and someone will take a photo of you sitting in front of your house, inside your house, behind your house, on top of your house. And it's just, I'd rather do things with people. Sorry. I never get there, because everybody's focused on the noun. I'm focused on the verb. By the time they get to focusing, you all get to focusing on the verb, I'll be focusing on what? The object, I suppose. You have a noun or a subject, a verb, and an object. Bob kicked the ball. Bob, the subject, kicked the verb, the ball, the object. Don't know. Anyway, dinner's about ready. I just thought I'd share this last one with you. Yeah, posh. That's what people want, posh. So they don't care about other people. They don't care about anything else other than getting focused on that dream of that nice house, that dream house. The best. Yeah, I suppose. Anyway. I should say, like we've got this Prime Minister he's quite entrepreneurial. He made $100 million or something being entrepreneurial. And he was a banker and a lawyer and the whole thing. But he tried to sell the idea of being an entrepreneur to Australians. No, we don't want it. All they want's a house. Best house they can get. I'll pay $2 million for a house. And pretty shitty house at that. Crazy. Anyway, just thought I'd say, I'm going to have lunch and I've got to look at these pictures. I'll talk to you.